Awe.
Askulibati.
Awe mwakazipe. Kazipe. Kai vija
Biri kumboya mbele. Vija vinyo.
Oh, I see.
Nini na hivyo makora mzafiki ngine kwa kitu. Makora.
Ona vimakola sikuoni kabisa.
Zisho ina news hiyo.
So
Are you looking for the best aerial cinematography to capture your environment from above in 4K? Well, look no further. At LCM TV, we've got you covered with our professional drone and pilot that will enable you to shoot from unique perspectives. We deliver breathtaking shots with different recording modes such as photos, videos, panorama, time-lapse, and many more. For more info, contact the numbers on your screen. Get the best area shots with LCM TV.
Governor Space every Thursday at 21 hours on LCM TV. We bring your leaders to account and explain things that they will do for you. Catch the discussion 21 hours on LCM TV. LCM TV, doing it the right way.
Join LCM TV channel, live every Tuesday with court news updates. On Thursday, we go live with environmental updates. Catch us every Saturday as we go live in your community. News on the go with LCM channel. Doing it the right way.
Good evening and welcome to LCM TV Main News. Here are the top stories making headlines. Government reaffirms commitment to local participation in the mining sector. Zambia Meteorology Agency commemorates World Meteorology Day. Trapped Mumbwa miners found alive after 17 days. And in international news, Vladimir Putin, Xi Jinping strengthen trade, energy ties. And in sports, Gunners make history with Premier League title win. We now take a short break. Stay tuned for the news in details. Don't go away.
Lishima Classic Media, we can brand your brand. From backdrops to roll-up banners, vinyl and PVC banners, gazebo tents, t-shirt printing, flag banners, business cards. Get branded with Lishima Classic Media today, because here at Lishima Classic Media, we're doing it the right way.
The Zambian government has reaffirmed its commitment to strengthening local participation in the mining sector through policy reforms aimed at boosting economic growth and advancing industrialization. Speaking when he officially opened the Copperbelt Agricultural, Mining, Industrial and Networking enterprise Caminex Expo, President Hakainde Hichilema, represented by Bank of Zambia Governor Dr. Danny Kadiadia, said the enactment of statutory instrument number 68 marks a significant step towards increasing citizen participation in the mining supply chain. President Hichilema stated that the measure is expected to enhance value addition, promote local enterprise development, and ensure the greater benefits from Zambia's mineral resources are retained within the country. He further emphasized that the reforms are critical in strengthening sectoral linkages and building stronger connections between the mining sector and other key sectors of the economy, including manufacturing, agriculture, and services. The president noted that growth in the mining sector cannot be achieved in isolation from the energy sector, stressing that reliable and affordable energy remains vital for increasing mineral production and sustaining mining operations. He said government continues to invest in energy generation, including solar and other renewable energy sources, in order to meet the rising energy demands of the mining industry and enhance resilience in power supply. On industrialization, the head of state said efforts are being intensified to reduce the export of raw materials and instead promote the export of finished and value-added products. He said the move is aimed at ensuring that Zambia maximizes benefits from its natural resources while also creating jobs and stimulating broader economic development. In 2026, Caminex Expo is being held under the theme Collaboration for Growth, Developing Talent, Trust and Trade. The Zambia Meteorology Agency has commemorated World Meteorology Day under the theme Meteorology, Building Trust in Policy Making, highlighting the importance of accurate measurements in supporting effective decision making and public confidence. The event brought together stakeholders from various sectors to raise awareness on the role of meteorology in trade, science, technology, and national development. World Meteorology Day is celebrated annually on May 20th to mark the signing of the Meter Convention in 1875, which established international cooperation in measurement science. More in the following report.
For Mr. Nyirombo.
To the national aspirations outlined in the 8th National Development Plan, the HNDP. As at ZMWE, we are committed to transforming and repositioning ZMWE into a modern regulator, a regional center of excellence, and a globally respected meteorology institution. This is being done by strengthening the legal, scientific, and industrial meteorology support across all sectors of the economy. As a board, we are committed to ensuring that measuring instruments used in trade are accurate. Businesses operate within the framework of the law. That is why ZMWE prioritizes strategic partnerships with government institutions, regulators, academia, industry development partners, and international organizations.
Food security cannot effectively be sustained. Ladies and gentlemen, government has further set a target of increasing copper production. 3 million metric tons is something we all know by now, before the end of this decade. In the mining sector, the target requires reliable measurement systems, calibrated
by the guest of honor, as Mr. Jito Kayome this morning, sitting in for the Secretary to the Cabinet, and the Permanent Secretary, ZMA Board Chair, ZMA Executive Director, and heads of government institutions. The report was credit of Kalemba Media House.
5 miners who were trapped underground for 17 days at Matala Gold Mine in Nangoma constituency in Mumba district have been rescued alive. The miners were trapped underground on May 3rd, 2026. Mines Permanent Secretary Hapenga Kabeta confirmed the rescue of the miners today. Dr. Kabeta said unconfirmed reports suggest that 3 other miners could still be underground, adding that investigations are continuing. He said the rescued miners are in stable condition and are undergoing medical examination at Mumba District Hospital. Dr. Kabeta said the government is pleased that the rescue mission was successful and thanked the community and rescue teams for their support during the operation. Matala Gold Mine has been non-operation for more than 2 years. Former Minister and politician Gary Nkombo has successfully filed his nomination papers to contest as an independent candidate for the Mazabuka Central Constituency parliamentary seat. Nkombo's decision to stand as an independent candidate follows reports that he was alleged attacked and excluded from the adoption process within the United Party for National Development UPND. The development marks a significant political turn in Mazabuka Central, where Nkombo is expected to attract attention from both supporters and political observers ahead of the elections. Further details surrounding the alleged attack and the circumstances of his exclusion from the party adoption process are yet to be officially clarified by the UPND. More in the following report. We now take a commercial break. Stay tuned for international and sports news. Don't go away.
Are you looking for the best aerial cinematography to capture your environment from above in 4K? Well, look no further. At LCM TV, we've got you covered with our professional drone and pilot that will enable you to shoot from unique perspectives. We deliver breathtaking shots with different recording modes such as photos, videos, panorama, time-lapse, and many more. For more info, contact the numbers on your screen. Get the best area shots with LCM TV.
At LCM channel, we have great programs for all age group. 80% local content. LCM TV. Doing it the right way.
Governor Space every Thursday at 21 hours on LCM TV. We bring your leaders to account and explain things that they will do for you. Catch the discussion 21 hours on LCM TV. LCM TV, doing it the right way.
Thank you for continuing being with us. And now in international news, the scale and speed of the outbreak of the rare type of Ebola in Central and East Africa has raised deep concern. The number of people who have died now has risen to 134, with over 500 suspected cases, and there are no approved vaccines for this strain of the virus. We monitored France 24 for the detailed report.
Identified for the first time in 1976, the first Ebola outbreak killed over 400 people across Sudan and the Democratic Republic of Congo. Transmitted to humans by animals and believed to be spread by fruit bats, the virus is named after the Ebola River, located close to where the first cases were identified. Most outbreaks still occur in the west of Africa. Symptoms appear 2 to 21 days after being infected and can cause hemorrhagic fever, which in turn can lead to death. The World Health Organization puts the average mortality rate at 50%.
In its early stages, looks like most other infectious diseases that occur in the tropics. It might cause a fever, it might cause diarrhea, it might cause various signs and symptoms. And so many times health workers are unsuspecting of what's occurring, and they unfortunately get infected, and that's how Ebola transmission amplifies and spreads into communities.
Over 15,000 deaths have been recorded on the continent in the past 50 years. While only a few hundred cases were recorded in the 1995, 2000 and 2007 outbreaks, over 11,000 people died and 30,000 cases were recorded in Guinea, Liberia and Sierra Leone between 2013 and 2016. A couple of years later, between 2018 and 2020, 2,300 people died in the DRC. 3 main strains have been identified: the Zaire Ebola virus, which is the most common, the Sudan Ebola virus, and the Bundi-Bujo Ebola virus, which is at the centre of the latest outbreak. A vaccine is available for the Zaire variant, but no treatment currently exists for the Bundi-Bujo strain.
Russian President Vladimir Putin has met Chinese President Xi Jinping in Beijing, where the two leaders signed more than 20 agreements aimed at strengthening trade, technology, and energy cooperation between their countries. The talks focused on the proposed Power of Siberia 2 gas pipeline expected to supply China with up to 50 billion cubic meters of Russian gas annually. The two leaders are also expected to discuss the conflicts in Ukraine and the Middle East, as well as relations with the United States. More in the following report.
Russia's Vladimir Putin has arrived in China days after Donald Trump left. Putin is accompanied by a large business and government delegation, and they're expected to sign dozens of deals during their time in China. Atop the agenda is energy security. Putin is expected to raise the Power of Siberia 2, a gas pipeline connecting the two countries. Now, the project was reportedly stalled due to price disagreements, as well as China's reluctance to become over-reliant on any one country for its energy. China already imports a large amount of oil and gas from Russia. However, Putin is hoping the war in Iran and the continued closure of the Strait of Hormuz will change that. The leaders are also expected to discuss regional security, the turmoil in the Middle East and in Ukraine, with Xi Jinping updating Putin about what he discussed with Donald Trump. China sees Russia as an important strategic partner and counterweight to Washington. Like Beijing, Moscow would like to see a more multipolar world, one where the US has less power. Russia also consistently backs China in many geopolitical areas, including when it comes to Taiwan. In the past, Xi Jinping has referred to Putin as his very close and intimate friend. But that closeness has also become a liability, damaging trust with Europe. Xi Jinping during this visit must walk a tight diplomatic tightrope, on the one hand keeping Russia close while distancing himself from its invasion of Ukraine. The optics here will also be very carefully managed, because in hosting Donald Trump one week and Vladimir Putin the next, Xi Jinping wants to show the world that China can speak to all sides. Katrina Yu, Al Jazeera, Beijing.
And finally, in sports, Zambia's national football team, Chipolopolo, has been drawn in Group 1 of the Africa Cup of Nations AFCON qualifiers alongside Algeria, Togo, and Burundi. The draw presents a tough challenge for Zambia, with African football giants Algeria expected to be strong contenders in the group. Togo and Burundi are also anticipated to provide stiff competition as teams battle for qualifications to Africa's biggest football tournament. Chipolopolo will be aiming to secure a place at the prestigious competition and continue their recent progress on the continental stage. Football fans across the country are expected to rally behind team in what promises to be an exciting qualifying campaign filled with intense matches, high pressure, and fierce competition. The qualifiers are set to test Zambia's strength and determination as the team begins its journey towards AFCON qualification. More in the following report.
Zambia's national football team Chipolopolo has been placed in Group I of the upcoming AFCON qualifier along Algeria, Togo, and Burundi. The group is expected to provide tough competition, especially with Africa powerhouse Algeria among the team battling for qualification to the continental biggest tournament. Chipolopolo will be aiming to secure a place at the Africa Cup of Nations as fans look forward to an exciting and competitive qualifying campaign. With every match carrying high stakes, Zambia will need strong performance to overcome challenges and to book a spot at AFCON. Griffiths Shienge reporting for LCM TV News.
In other sports news, Arsenal ends 22-year wait as Premier League title win sparks celebrations. Arsenal reportedly secured the Premier League title for the first time in 22 years, triggering widespread celebration among supporters and football pundits. In reaction, footage shared by Sky Sports, analysts and fans expressed excitement over the achievement, marking a major milestone for the North London club after more than 2 decades without the league crown. The victory is being hailed as a defining moment for Arsenal Football Club, with discussions already turning to how the club managed to sustain a title-winning campaign in a highly competitive season. More reactions and analysis are expected as the club's historic triumph continues to dominate football headlines. More in the following report.
And the reality sunk in that they, after 3 successive second places in the Premier League, had finally gone one better, and they knew they were champions of England. That was the Arsenal and staff all together at the training ground. This is the Arsenal fans outside the Emirates Stadium, all spread around Islington tonight. 22 long and sometimes painful and hurtful years finally have come to an end, guided through.
One more step along the rocky road to what they hope will be a first league title in 22 years.
Arsenal ever closer to Premier League glory.
What can I say? We're down at the ground. Look at this. Thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people turned out spontaneously following the fact that we have won the league for the first time in 22 years. There is no club in London that can shut down London like this. None. We've won the league. Me and Ian right there celebrated, right? Winning the league. That moment will stay with me forever. These fans here, these fans, they've gone through the ups, the downs since we moved to this stadium. Nobody deserves it more than them. This is an incredible night. My daughter's here. My daughter's here. Right? Ty's here. Big up Ty.
And that happy note by Arsenal fans brings us to the end of the news. And here are the top stories making headlines. Government reaffirms commitment to local participation in mining sector. Zambia Meteorology Agency commemorates World Meteorology Day. Trapped Mumbwa miners found alive after 17 days. Vladimir Putin, Xi Jinping strengthen trade and energy ties. Gunners make history with Premier League title win. Thank you so much for watching LCM TV Main News. On behalf of the entire production crew, I'm Stella Mbewe. Good night and stay tuned.